Começando cedo aqui a exploração e faz um cast de, do mundo Genshin. Esse é o original, né? Esse é o original. Vamos aí ir para outro mundo. Vamos embora. Mas antes, deixa aquele like, se inscreva no canal, que ajuda demais.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human
Minha
life is
live.
like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water.
Minha live.
Transitory.
Beleza. Deixa aqui salvar na página do Genshin aqui. Vamos embora aí fazer Genshin original, gente. O original é Genshin. Os outros são todos só cópia. Na verdade, Genshin então é uma cópia de algum jogo, né? Genshin é Genshin também, né, gente? Ó, vai se inscrever no canal, deixa aquele like maroto. Deixa aquele like pra fortalecer aí. Antes, eu vou jogar mais tarde. Eu quero explorar esse novo mapa. Eu joguinho que não tá em inglês, hein?
Consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Aprisionada, mas conseguimos uma pista deixou para ajudar. Acho que podemos ter acabado.
So much time has already passed since then.
Me parece.
And it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right? Nahita just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Fica difícil dizer que havia acontecido.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble.
Você tá trazendo esse problema pra mim.
Paimon got caught in some strange Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Bichinha do fogo, eu tava tão querendo você, mas te recusei no último momento.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there. Chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway? Huh? You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you to?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure... So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Vai tomar um banho, Paimon. Quero ir embora daqui logo. Mexe, já tá vendo. Paimon, chama das grama. Só serve pra conversar.
Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving...
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
Não. Não quero conversar com ninguém, não, gente. Eu quero ir pra... Nossa, velho. Mesmo não falamos nada. Não vai saber. Eles são...
Oh, good point.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, traveler in Paimon.
Até a
Whether as a
próxima.
client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Tchau, Deia.
Goodbye, dear. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Oh. Ai. Se for pra conversar com um personagem aleatório, eu vou dar o fora aqui, velho. Adoro. Uma fronteira de Fontaine. Ô, velho, eu não preciso de barco não, sabia? Eu tenho uma personagem que atravessa o rio facilmente. Mas assim, como você vai atravessar esse aqui? Eu ando aqui, eu não preciso de barquinho não, velho. Olha aqui o nosso barquinho aqui, ó. Nosso barquinho aqui. Vai longe, filho.
My apologies. Sakura swirl.
Não. Ah, agora fodeu. Sacanagem, hein? Sacanagem. Pura sacanagem. Ah, vou conseguir. É, tem comidinha aqui, gente. Não importa não, querendo comer. Ela morre no caminho. Ah, não subia não. Não, esse é o primeiro óculos mais bonito que eu já vi. Bem bonitinho, né?
Fontaine's port. Wow. Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines. Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Essa viagem é para encontrar minha irmã. Eu também quero descobrir a verdade.
Yeah! The more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means. To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the
dá
party.
estresse. O personagem não conversa.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so...
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used...
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act, while whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out... Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
Então, eles vêm jogar como tipo de ópera?
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question...
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste... And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Onde podia jogar criador pelo Conte?
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydra?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her big...
Huh. I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Marcar horário?
Is the Hydro Archon's super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get...
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more...
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Parece que as pessoas de Fotônia gostam mesmo da...
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Gente, e eu quero, sabe, conhecer aqui, mas eu entrei a entrar aqui, né? Tá bloqueado. Tá bloqueado. Tá bloqueado. Ô meu filho, eu soube os trem aqui. Ó. Tem que ser. O elevador é aqui. O elevador é aqui. Oh, elevador. Tá bem feito, hein? É legal esse trem aqui. Olha que legal. Algumas coisas assim já aconteceu antes. Parece água mais alta que seja novamente, né? Para mais um ano para chegar o país do fogo. Ô pai, irmão, para de conversar, pelo amor de Deus. Beleza. Ah, tentar com o personagem novo. Tentar com o personagem. E vou tirar. Vou ter que tirar a minha bichinha, velho. Que é o personagem principal. Vê tu. Aqui.
Just what will we come across this time?
Vou pegar o poder da água aqui. Quero ver o R2 dele. Gasta vida. É bonito, hein? Cara, tem graça a vida. Maravilha.
Bom dia, porqueira.
Só porque comecei cedo do Genshin.
Hello there. Excuse me.
Acabei minha live agora.
Caraca. Eu comecei tanto cedo porque eu tava apagadão.
Huh?
Você começou sua live, foi madrugada?
I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's...
Sítio alto e todinho e muito grande.
Ixi, nossa mãe. É muito grande. Ela dá um desespero aqui já. Quantos horas você gastou pra fazer o ato 2? Não, é o ato 1, né? É o ato 1 e o ato 2, né?
He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with this. But now, the water is gradually swallowing.
Ficha a madrugada inteira.
Nossa.
It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister.
A música dessa região tá muito boa.
I see. It's unusual for
Eu
Lynette
quero
to
ver
be so
numa.
willing to talk
A gente
with
vai no
anyone.
combate.
In fact, she seldom speaks at all.
Quero ver a
I'm usually
musiquinha do
the only one
combate.
she
É
ever
mais melhor
talks
que
to.
a do Sumero. A Sumero tá muito boa, velho.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us.
E na parte
Paimon's
das
always
areias ali é
happy
muito
for some
boa
reason.
a musiquinha de combate.
So that's how you think it
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are...
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is in...
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now. Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions
A
earlier not...
melhor história até agora.
Bora ver, né? Ai, eu quero terminar esse ato 1 hoje. Terminar a cache.
Hello, traveler.
Depois eu vou explorar.
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends.
Explora depois do ato I.
It might prove useful.
É.
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
Que é muito puxado. Eu vou ver se dá pra fazer tudo de uma vez.
By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
E aí, você gostou da habilidade do personagem? Tira a vida porra do R2. O R2 tira a vida.
Eu fiquei perdido em Fontaine, é muito grande a cidade.
Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Ó a deusa 2.0. A deusa do raio. Se eu não me engano, eu via o vídeo dela. Ó, a Arconte lá, velho.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand.
Eu tô surpreso que já vi ela
As you
ali.
can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless
Tem dois cor de olhos.
You can
Que
be
legal.
rest assured. I see
Mais claro e mais
clearly
escuro.
your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
Uma gota de água ao olho dela.
É, eu percebi isso aí. A cor é diferente dos olhos também. Muito legal isso aí.
I, Fosalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top. Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh?
Furina.
What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough?
Eu não passo de
What
falar.
else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here.
Tomara que prende a Paimon para ela de conversar.
Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Vem tranquilo. Ai, ai. Lutar contra Deus é outro segunda-feira pra mim. Ai, ai.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorent. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see, then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel...
Whoa, all right! Now that'll...
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house.
É uma deusa de popularidade.
Ela é muito arrogante.
É, tô vendo.
Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one...
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order you...
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject... I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Eu já tá arrumando isso um tempão. Bicho é inteligente.
As you can all clearly see,
Que pena que
Paimon should
ele
be
é.
classified as,
Podia ser quebrado, né?
something like a
Um
balloon.
personagem bom pra
This
caramba.
rope has been in the traveler's hand all along.
Eu
It
gostei
was
do
just that
4
no one
estrelas
could
do que
see.
esse carinha, velho.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter
Because
of your
you
trial
really-
resolved. The God of Justice will not bring charges against it, but when there are
Mas
valid
quando-
grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even...
Presta atenção no Paimon. Ela foi dada como um balão kkkk.
É, eu vi isso aí.
I look forward to
Podia
seeing
prender
your
Paimon,
upcoming
velho.
performance
Só para o
at the
personagem
Opera
principal
House,
conversar.
Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo.
Ó, passou lá em cima. E aí, Felipe, você tem a ideia de qual o personagem de Aku onde vai usar qual arma?
Unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance
Eu acho que é um
to ask for
espadão
anything.
ainda.
But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first
Aproveitar
time
a história tá incrível.
prestigious stage in
Tá.
Fontaine, the Opera
Tá bom.
House.
É, eu te perguntei uma coisa, você sabe qual arma que a Aku vai usar? Eu acho que é um espadão, velho. É a primeira personagem de espadão de deusas.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
Sei não.
Eu acho que é um espadão.
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House
Você
hosts a
gostaria que tenha o
variety
quê?
of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the
Eu
line
gostaria de
between a
ter,
trial and a
de
performance can
uma lança.
be a little
Lanças
blurry.
são boas pra caramba. Ou espada. Espada seria legal, espadinho. Esse é o primeiro personagem de espadinha de Deus, né? Lança tem demais já. Quando não há julgamento disponível para audiência, o público causa operar uma variedade de outras apresentações para o povo de Fortuna. Na linha entre julgamento. Então, não acontece julgamento toda hora, não.
And speaking of
Tem a ópera
performances,
também.
I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first. Oh, you really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
As pessoas.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine.
Oxe. Então, Felipe, eu tô terminando falta a última torre para desligar lá no Torrens Fantasy. Falta só uma torre agora para desligar. Eu vou explorar primeiro agora. Eu vou fazer, depois começar a fazer uma live aí de Torrens Fantasy. Eu vou explorar. Depois eu vou fazer a última cache de Torrens Fantasy do primeiro mapa lá de... Eu esqueci o teu nome do mapa. O primeiro mapa, né?
It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine...
Eu parar a história do Tover, terminar primeiro do Genshin.
Ah, sim. Eu vou fazer ambos. Eu vou fazer, assim, hoje eu vou fazer isso aqui até que der, né, o primeiro ato. E vou ver, né, se continua ainda fazendo live dele. Assim, de hoje. Mas eu acho que eu vou fazer amanhã. Deixa pra amanhã. E hoje eu quero entrar em Torrens. Tenho que fazer exploração. Depois da exploração, fazer cache. Ontem eu tava fazendo cache e eu não quis entrar no grupo porque eu tava fazendo cache, entendeu? Porque buga o áudio do... Aí porque ia bugar o áudio, eu não ia ouvir a história do fãs, aí por isso que eu não entrei no grupo do celular ontem. Aí hoje, caso eu entrar, fazer exploração, se quiser nós jogar aí junto aí, nós joga. Eu encontrei um boss lá, velho. Na verdade, encontrei dois boss. A Lucy e um jacarezinho lá. Isso tudo é forte, velho. Eu só sei que... eu acho que eu não vou aumentar o meu nível pra 55 não, velho. Vou ver se eu consigo matar ele sozinho. Mas eu acho que consigo não. Eu acho que tem de aumentar... Tá faltando alguns equipamentos, eu acho. Por isso que eu não tô conseguindo matar ele. Tô precisando uma arma healer também, né? No fim de todas serão desenvolvidas por águas, apenas o Arconte Hidro estará no chorando. É isso, eu já li.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath.
Roubaram o poder de todos os mares e colocaram
Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
Já tem evento de Genshin pra fazer.
Já tem.
Wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all
Ignorar a
the time?
profecia, exatamente.
That's exactly what the people did at first.
Exatamente. Isso
But
as pessoas
in the last few
fizeram
years,
esse
the
ano,
water
gente.
levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Mas agora a água engole apenas memórias aos poucos.
Resgatou a Linette.
Sim. Eu já tô com ela no grupo já e já tô com o personagem principal.
Many places have already been completely submerged.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off
Já
as a
coloquei um
natural
personagem
phenomenon.
com
But
livro,
my family and I
livro
think
de água.
that the people of Fontaine
Com habilidade
shouldn't
de
ignore
água
the
já.
possibility, which would end up sentencing them to... We hope that at least the people
Olha
who
lá,
reside near
ele
the
tá com uma
waterfront
azulzinha,
can
ó.
move away before it's too
Está
late.
o
So, we've started
céu
distributing
azul.
magic pockets to them.
Véi, então eu perguntei a você gostou da habilidade do personagem principal? Você gostou da habilidade do personagem principal?
As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing
Eu acho assim,
capacity.
eu acho
I'm sure they will come in handy
que,
when people are moving their
que as bolhas tinham que ser mais rápidas, velho. Podia ser igual do Chique Kill, entendeu?
Melhor até agora.
Só que eu achei muito lenta, entendeu? Achei muito lenta, podia ser igualzinho do Chique Kill, os gatilhos, entendeu? Muito lento. Eu sei, colocou lento pra ver que sua vida tá acabando, né? Mas tá sabendo que o negócio dele tira a vida. Então quer dizer que você podia aumentar esse negócio pra ser rapidinho. Os gatilhos. Chiquinho, né? É o da espadinha.
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince.
Tem que pegar a bolsa, né? Tem que pegar a bolsa. Vai pegar as bolsas então. Ó. Demora a sair demais.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about.
Não sei antes.
Demora não.
Demora não?
A
Já viu o
magic
Chiquinho?
pocket?
As habilidades
Seems
dele?
you really thought of everything.
Demora, velho.
I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Se você quiser fazer uma...
A Raiden dá muito dano.
Mas tô falando assim, a habilidade dele tem que ser muito mais rápida, velho. Na hora que você aponta ali, demora e sai.
Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get...
Puderem. Olha aqui, ó. Olha o segundo que demora, ó. Tá vendo? Você aperta o R2, tem um negócio de carregar.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus, so, if you ask me,
Minha
water
opinião,
rises
quando a
and
água
takes us
chegar,
all,
nós
it'll be
leva
like we're going home.
um retorno para casa.
We hadn't heard that one
E
before.
é a última.
But
people
can't live underwater. They'll die.
Eles não podem
You should
viver
probably
debaixo
still
d'água.
take it.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being
Cara, eu tô com um pensamento do jogo, mecanismo do jogo lá, né? Tô falando. Eu tô pensando em jogar apertar quadrado na hora de pula. Eu uso muito isso lá. Eu pego quadrado sempre lá, velho. Pego muito quadrado.
I don't want that thing.
Eu quero ver a ult desse personagem nosso, meu personagem principal. Quero ver a ult dele. Lá em Torrent Funks, né, podia ter a arma do personagem principal, né, velho?
Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that.
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving...
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some, yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
E a espadinha que eu tenho? Cadê? Carga de energia.
It seems we have to use Hydra to collect for maritime flowers.
Muita explosão. Que beleza. Isso dá pra acertar tudo? Ah, quase tem outro. É esse hoje. A luz tem quebrado, né, gente?
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now...
So, we're going to the Court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's
Aqui tá um frio da grama, meu velho. Tá doido, tá congelando aqui hoje.
Wait, shh.
Espera.
Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice.
Colocar artefato de velocidade.
And a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing.
Colocar um artefato de velocidade. É desse mapa aqui ou no mapa de Sumero? Fotime ou Sumero? Os personagens estão bem feitos aí. Essa bichinha de orelhinha tá muito bonitinha.
Watch her movements carefully.
A apresentação dos meninos dela.
Oh, he's right.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very
Sumeru já me despede. Passe por Clickrig.
A música de Sumera é muito legal de combate, velho.
You two can ride the lift over there and wait
Vai
up
dar
top.
saudade mesmo.
I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Deixa comigo.
All right, let's.
Vou subir o elevador, tem que vir. Cachorrinho? Não, um carrinho que Adriano, deixa eu ver. Porra, é essa? É um cachorro. Um chapéu, velho. Legal. Au, au. Legal. Mas podia mostrar ele andando, né? Ele andando com os outros cachorros. E fazendo tipo uma rota assim, ó. Andando. Seria legal, né? O que eu acho que tá faltando nesse Genshin, velho, é colocar muito personagem, igualzinho Sabe o que tá faltando colocar? É personagem, igualzinho não se encontra os personagens em Tony Infantes, entendeu? No mapa. Nós podíamos encontrar com Raidon, encontrar com. Vamos fazer, então tá no Sumero. Eu podia encontrar ali com o Raisin. Raisin não, é Raisin não, é? É Raisin não, é? Como o nome do cara lá? É a cópia do Raisin, esqueci o nome dele. É a. Do sino, né? Eu podia encontrar o sino, podia encontrar o que mais? Narida. Narida assim, lá no palácio dela, né? Quem mais?
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
A bichinha do fogo lá, a Deia. E assim por diante.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other. What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be. Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Tá, vamos seguir de novo, velho. Sacanagem.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I did. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lenny?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete...
What a slippery little thief!
Coloca o fone de ouvido pra ver o barulho da cachoeira.
Eu tô ouvindo.
Alright, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the Court of Fontaine now.
O barulho aqui é forte, hein? Essa cachoeira aqui mesmo. Olha aqui. Cachoeira do Niágara. Bonito, hein? Bonito. Ô, velho, tô querendo colocar moto. Vou andar de barco agora. Véi, preguiça.
This is an aquabus.
Ó, já foi quantas horas? Só essa ainda aqui foi 1 hora, velho. Caraca, velho. Só esse início foi 1 hora. Eles colocaram...
That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's...
Vamos subir. Bora. Mais conversas.
Em Sumeru não tem barulho de cachoeira.
Ah, claro, lá tem deserto, né?
Traveler! Paimon! Charlotte!
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the aquabus. In the story of my life, this is big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends!
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place. So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Isso parece mesmo. Pensando no leitor.
You're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh,
Eu achei interessante, por isso ela mais interessante que é o...
Eu amei essa trilha sonora.
Ó, tô ouvindo aqui. Eu quero ver do combate, a do combate de Sumera é muito boa.
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since,
Vai demorar um pouquinho pra ouvir a música da Sumera.
What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Talvez outros de nós estão tentando imitar o crime.
Yes, it's possible. But
Sim,
either
é uma
way, I
possibilidade,
believe
mas...
that every case has some precise...
Presta atenção no homecast principal.
Yes, I agree.
Eu tô lendo, velho. É porque eu sei de ficar apertando com a segura no controle.
I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Tinha um bicho ali na frente, eu nem vi, parece um... Aí tem que vir chegando.
Hey, we're almost there, look!
Tá quase chegando. O barco é rápido, velho. Tá bonito, hein? Ó. Essa imagem de longe ficou legal. Tem pássaros. Tem um templo lá embaixo.
Não se engane com o mapa, parece pequeno, mas gigante.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises.
O próximo agora é o País do Fogo, né, Felipe?
The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
Sim.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Ô Felipe, eu perguntei a você, onde pega o artefato de velocidade? É em Sumera ou é aqui? Você fala de velocidade que? De corrida? De habilidade? Vocês não estão conversando, ele está jogando habilidade, né? É grandinho.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine. you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
Tem algo para me dizer?
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Começou a chover. De repente começou a chover. A primeira de chuva, né?
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weak.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
Uma chuva,
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe.
Uma lenda sobre a chuva.
It
Bora
said
ver.
that a dragon of
Diz que
water once
existe
resided in
dragão
Fontaine.
hídrico
Though we don't know
que
where the
governa
dragon
essa
went,
terra.
every time it
Embora
weeps,
não sabemos
the
onde
skies
o
will
dragão
cloud up
foi.
and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something.
Eu acho que o dragão deles aí foi lá em Ue, né? Dar uma. Conhecer o deus do gel. Aí ele faleceu. Ai, ai.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Ele foi de óbito.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of... It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting...
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find... On the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont world. I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted. And the boss there tends to be pretty talkative.
Ô Felipe, você gostou do menu você trocar os personagens, Felipe? Olha, tem um baúzinho, ó. Tô chegando um baúzinho ali, ó. Tô chegando um baúzinho atrás dele ali, ó.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks.
Oh, no need, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
À esquerda. Tem um baúzinho à esquerda. À esquerda tem um baúzinho. Vai. Eu vi que tinha um baú aqui. Qual é o outro lado aqui? Não. Mentira, aqui. Cara, eu vi um baú aqui. Cara, eu vi um baú ali, velho. Não tem baú aqui não. Como assim? Eu vi a cabecinha do baú aqui. Que medo, hein? Tá de sacanagem comigo. Qual é aqui? É aqui! Aqui, ó. Mas eu vi esse baúzinho ali, mas tinha dois, entendeu? Aqui, tá vendo? Tem dois baúzinhos. Tem esse baúzinho aqui e aquele lá. Eu só que eu não me liguei aqui que tinha outro baú aqui, pequeno. Primeiro baú, primeiro selo hidro.
Eu não vi esse baú.
Eu tô olhando o mapa todinho, eu tô lendo os negócios aí. De vez em quando a gente barra com um baú. Eu tô querendo colocar a moto, você acredita? Pra correr mais rápido. Eu acho que vai demorar muito pra Genshin colocar umas montarias, velho. Olha a personagem nova aí, filho. Ah, ela corre! Meu Deus do céu, ela corre! Eu não sabia, não.
A minha moto é saio.
Ah, a minha é a bichinha que chama dela. A bichinha de gelo de Nazuma. A Yaka. Caraca, esse bando de nome na minha cabeça agora vai foder comigo.
New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're...
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials.
Alguns materiais.
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount, but they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems...
Wow.
So,
is Lenny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money
to be made
being a magician in Fontaine.
Tô aqui jogando Genshin, o original.
Hey,
fazendo cast aqui.
Vai ficar nas missões ou vai explorar?
Vou fazer missão por enquanto.
Consome estamina.
O saco murcho também não consome estamina não, Felipe. Também é bom pra correr. Você tem ele, velho. Você colocando ele e a saiu, você tem estamina infinita. E voltando aí, Mito.
Tem um lado mais pobre, né?
Ainda não fui não. Não fui nesse lado mais pobre ainda não. Mas
presta atenção nesse ferreiro.
Vou prestar. Voltando no seu assunto aí, ô Mito. Tô fazendo a quest do ato 1. Eu vou completar a quest no ato 1 aqui, aí depois eu vou explorar. Agora sim, vou continuar com a historinha aqui que tá respondendo aí. Essa máquina você parece fazer as coisas, parece super avançada.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
Não fiz missão ainda.
Então você foi explorar então, né? Eu vou terminar esse ato 1 aqui, aí eu vou continuar com a exploração. É desperdício de um tipo
Eu
de
acho
crime.
que te tenho adicionado.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Se não tiver, adiciona aí, que eu adiciono isso aqui. Se tiver, espaço, né?
Com um baú luxuoso e 2 comum.
É. Nos primeiros mapas assim, acha muito baú mesmo. Não tem como não achar. É, mas onde a máquina grandona com essa tira a sua energia?
Ah, well, it's a
Isso é
little
meio
complicated.
Tem
I'm
que
not sure I can
explicar
put it
de um
in,
jeito
but
muito fácil.
basically, everything we usually use here in the city is
Usamos na
powered by
cidade de
indemnitium.
energia.
It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
É um tipo de energia que produz pelo julgamento. Foi seguindo o Celi. Ah, sim, o Celi sempre dá muito baú, velho.
How can trials produce
Como assim,
energy?
julgamento produz
Well,
energia?
I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but when a trial is in session, the Oratrice
Quando o
Mécanique
julgamento
d'Analyse
está
Cardinale
exatamente
harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be
Pois
used all
justamente.
around Fontaine.
Usando toda a vontade.
That's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense.
Dessa forma.
Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia.
Chamado de pernomosia.
It isn't produced by the power of the
Ela não
Archon,
produz
but it is unstable by
poder do
nature.
Archon,
Even now, it still cannot be
mas
widely used by civilians.
Até agora ainda não pode ser usada amplamente por civis.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away.
Eu não gostei tanto do combate na água.
Ah, eu vou testar ainda isso aí. Eu não posso dar o julgamento ainda não, porque eu não testei ainda não.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait.
Ferreiro igual a nós, bem preguiçoso.
Raimon? O que foi? Levanta aí.
You.
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Talvez agora seja melhor sairmos. Para que não ficasse com deve dinheiro.
Hey, hold on! Before you go around trying to collect payments,
I'll
why
shield
don't
you.
you settle your own debts first?
Futebol estranho dão 5 gemas.
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from
Baús
Northland Bank,
estranhos.
that's fine. But I'm
Debaixo
afraid
d'água.
you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your
Quer
little
roubar de
conversation
clientes de
here?
bancos de nobres. Tudo bem, mas sinto dizer que vocês ainda estão devendo. Opa! Bati o dedo sem querer. Estão devendo uma fortuna no banco. Então, que tal resolver os problemas antes que voltarem a conversa?
You're from Northland Bank.
Em Fontaine, os baús estranhos estão dando 5 gemas.
Eu acho que é o básico, porque tem um baúzinho mais porrequinha, dá 2. Mas tem um douradão que dá 20, né? Eu acho que dá 20, eu não sei. Eu não tenho tempo que eu não pego o baú dourado.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find
O menu dos
interesting.
personagens ficou legal também, velho.
Our trip
Gostei
here has
demais.
gone pretty well so far, right, Traveler?
Na atualização passada do Genshin eu não fiz nada, enfim.
Perdeu tudo? Perdeu as moedas? Os eventos que você fez? Paimon tem não sei o que interessante. Além disso, nossa viagem por enquanto tem sido ótimo. Olha, não importa
Não.
aqui. Ih, tá nós.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy.
Fui tentar
Então.
a correria principal faltando 2 horas.
Nossa, velho. Fui tentar uma correria. Nossa. Você perdeu muita coisa então, velho. Você perdeu muita coisa. Quer dizer, você perdeu muito recurso. Principalmente, né? Muito recurso.
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you
Eu pensei que a manutenção só iria começar quando o evento acabasse. Essa cena aí é muito boa. Eu ia conseguir pegar os tickets suficiente pra skin do Kaeya.
Mas conseguiu pegar a skin do Caia? É, seria isso.
Infelizmente só consegui 70 rosto deprimido.
Nossa. Mas seria. Sério mesmo? Não era mesmo assim. Tá procurando coisa da gente?
Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora,
Desculpa
fine.
aqui, garoto.
Why don't you come and take it?
Hey,
Que
I
agora?
just said not to interrupt.
Vai
by the
provocando o
way,
shield.
Traveler, the
Vai
last time I
provocando o
took Tonya
shield.
and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey, that's way over the line.
Ixi,
All right,
nossa.
boys, let's see who has to pay up now.
Vai levar um pau dentro do shield.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Porrada Deus, olha, velho. Ai, ai, é por isso que vão acabar na cadeia, velho, com o shield.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Vamos pra cadeia, né? Toma aí, ó.
You're mine.
Ai, ai.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you know.
Mexeu com o cara
It's a
errado.
little late, don't you think?
Mexeu com um bravo.
Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
É?
Now's my chance.
Vai levar uma surra. Não acredito. Ah, bem.
Huh. That was weird.
Que estranho.
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them.
Quando ia
Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
da minha visão.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
É a primeira vez que eu vejo. O cara perdeu o poder da visão.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Deixar uma
Tio de
pessoa.
agiota.
É. Eu não tenho uma visão, então posso falar.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless
Já passou
power
quantas
stirring
horas de
inside me.
live já?
And I don't know
Uma hora e
why,
meia.
but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Nós tá uma hora e meia de cash. De pura cash.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected.
That is a possibility.
Imagina tem mega contrabando de visões hidro. Em Fontaine.
Eu lembro desse negócio de visão, né? Que eu lembro de Nazuma, que teve as guerras lá e o Sakumushi lá tava fazendo visões falsas pra dar pro povo. E aí o povo falecia, ia de óbito. Dá água aí? Essa água aí.
Provavelmente estou viajando nisso.
Eu acho que não, porque tem uma história igualzinha essa aí, igualzinha que eu te falei. Sakumushi fazia visão falsas, entregava o povo de Nazuma. Ou pode ter que eles melhoraram isso, né? Negócio de fazer visões. Assim, tem uma ideia onde ele veio.
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Ela é estricta.
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was... Because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
Daquilo. Eu não sei ninguém. Ela disse que torna meu treinamento de combate seria útil no futuro. Mas o que aquilo? O que...
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like...
Peguei. Tô com ela já equipado já.
That's just an abstract.
Tinha requisitos naquele evento. Era abismo para fazer para conseguir vela.
Ainda eu não fiz o evento ainda não. O abismo, eu acho que tem que ter o abismo, né? Eu acho. Quem não fez o abismo não ganha ela não, eu acho. Deve ser igualzinho a Xing Ling e aos outros personagens.
Eu entrei no jogo e já tava dizendo pra convidar ela.
Sim, tem outra personagem também, qual é a personagem que teve a doença lá de Sumera, é o nome dela? Esqueci o nome dela. Nossa, tá na ponta da minha língua, velho. Sabe? Quando quase saindo o nome da pessoa. Mole, não esqueci o nome dela, velho. Esqueci não, tá na ponta da língua. Cole, eu quase falei, velho, tá no Cole. Então, ela também ela também dá no abismo também. E eu acho que essa personagem também dá no abismo também. Aquela forma.
Que tá no ranking de aventura 30.
Ah, interessante. É difícil não ter uma pessoa que tá no nível 30 já, né, velho? É bem difícil. Aquela forma abstrata de uma baleia que eu criei usando meus poderes elementares.
It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind.
Aquela forma porque
I'll never
a
forget
baleia de emoção ficou marcada na minha mente. Nunca vou esquecer.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves?
Inspiração com os meus golpes parece um pouco. É bem possível. O poder dentro esteja conectado ao nosso.
So why don't you just go ask your master?
Por que você
Maybe he
não
knows the answer.
Pessoalmente, talvez ela saiba.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk in that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
Acabei de lembrar que eu tenho compromisso, então devemos seguir o meu caminho.
More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment.
Não é mais.
Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
É, sempre mesmo sinto entediado. É a cara do Shield.
Official champion duelist? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight, so engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, and the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor.
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens.
Esse sistema apenas para mostrar feita a honra dos seus
Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine.
Exatamente por isso que eu estava ansioso em enfrentá-los.
Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Clorand. Huh.
Aproveita essa cast de Arconte que é só uma vez por ano.
I want you to have this.
É uma vez no ano. Vai, tô aproveitando, tô indo tudo certinho. É, eu vi. Tem três, eu não vi aí, tinha uns 4 aí. O quê?
Huh? You're
O quê?
You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again.
Só estou
I'd be
preocupado.
pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to.
Caraca.
You just want an
É a
excuse
cara do
to come
Shield.
talk to us
Jogar
again,
assim.
don't you?
Jogar a visão dele assim, do nada. É a desculpinha
Whatever gave
dele.
you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
É a cara dele.
That sneaky guy. He said he's
Essa é
been
legal,
feeling
essa
down
aí.
lately, but he seemed the same. Well, since we don't have much to do for now.
Ele tem ilusão de raio pó.
É, sim, mas ele não tem a visão, né? Ele não tem a visão ali pra mostrando o peito dele. Ou ele desativar, né? O modo no peito dele, né? Eu não reparei isso ainda não. Eu não vi uma visão de raio junto com ele não. Tira. Minha boca tá melhor agora. Tá melhor um pouco. Um pouco. Podemos andar em diversidade de apresentação de luz. Mas tá bom, né? Eu acho que tá quebrado mesmo.
The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Fala baixo, cara.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all.
Devemos ficar aqui.
Não visão.
Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder
Ilusão.
mystery novels here
Não
are
visão.
amazing.
O correto é falar ilusão? É isso?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
Todos os mensageiros Fatui têm uma visão e uma ilusão.
Então, é isso que eu tava imaginando. Senão ia parecer igual de Transformer. Vai transformar e vai parecer do nada, vai aparecer uma visão no peito dele, né? É por isso que eu falei que ele tem uma visão secundária. Eu não falei isso não, entendeu?
Sorry about that. Paimon will be more. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Linny? Linny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
Meu celular tá descarregando. Tenho que sair. se perdeu no elevador kkkk.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan. The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't need it myself. The destination of the current tour is Erinias. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese. If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research
Senta no banco e aproveita a viagem.
Experiment gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity. Imminent
KKK.
truly is a wondrous thing. We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark. Even though I will take any forgotten items to the lost and found, the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
Surprise! Step on up!
Não importa caminho, vai perder a fonte.
Is this an answer from this world?
Over here!
Surprise!
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if there are, kid.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette! You scared Paimon!
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So, what did the voice say? Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Sure. Tem um teleporte aqui, ó.
Over here!
A fonte aí é, pô.
Good to see
A
you.
fonte
I
aí,
knew you
pô.
two would come.
A fonte aí, pô. Eu não entendi. Volta.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the
Agora tem que esperar.
We can look forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seat. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Então, seus ingressos.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lenny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Não há de quê.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my
Fonte é como se fosse a árvore de Sumeru e de Inazuma.
Ah, entendi.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
Ah, e aí descobri depois isso aí. Não é isso? Isso aí eu podia descobrir depois. Mas não vê nada que eu não tô explorando muita coisa. Bloqueou.
Você passou do lado e não viu.
É, mas eu descobri qualquer hora, né? Não deu pra fazer nada. Porque eu não liberei o mapa, porque dá pra ver o ícone no mapa, não?
Over here.
Essa mina volta quando ela tá correndo. Que é bom.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Olha o cara aí, o outro bravo aí do lado nosso. Vai vir um catalisador gelo agora, né, Felipe? De ser bravo, né? Catalisador sempre é bravo.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything. Ah, you little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Você só que conversa, mulher.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly
Ficar calado agora, a parte mais legal da história.
É. Ai, ai. A parte mais legal quando ela fica calada. Olha o bichinho que conversa, viu, velho?
So you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Wait, that's not it, Paimon. Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, what should we talk about? Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linny would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny
Ah, o cara é
then?
gente boa. Pensei que era cara chato.
Getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Vaudain.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linny. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
A roupa dele é bonita. Não é feio assim, não.
No offense taken.
Cabelo legal
Being Chief
também.
Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so
Primeiro
I'm not so
catalisador
special, really.
de gelo chegando aí. É o bravo. Tem um bravo aí chegando aí. Catalisador sempre é bravo, velho. Não tem um catalisador que é fraco, não. Até os 4 estrelas são bravos.
And by the way, I should probably let you know.
Tirando a Bárbara e a
prefer
Mona.
not to.
A Mona é boa também. Não é tão ruim assim, não.
There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Ixi, a bicha tá olhando pra nós.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live match.
E começa o show.
Oh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting!
Essa menina fica conversando. Eu desci a pancada na casa dela. Tá sentada, desgrama.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, 2 vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Não tem conta.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spot. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Infinitas.
Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Eles fizeram bem essa cinemete. A cinemete ficou boa.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one... I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Neuvillette?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, all right. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38!
Mr. Lenny, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all. What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25! 24! 23!
What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19, 18, 17.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10.
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7.
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5. 4. 3.
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0.
Ta-da!
What happened?
Caraca. Uma pessoa foi de óbito.
Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic
Esse
to fix
foi de
the
óbito.
stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in...
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme...
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Caraca. Foi de óbito.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage.
Queimaram a corda.
As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really? Using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that bad? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lenny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is
Essa
he
aqui é
not?
louca. Ai. A doido. Essa aqui é louquinha, essa conte é louquinha. Um é cachaceiro. Um é vive da probis. Outra é uma ditadora. E outra é prisioneira. E essa aqui é louquice pura. Eita, nós. Uma louca aí. Uma conte louca.
Can't be right. How could Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We could even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are
O
pressing
figurinho da
charges?
Arconte é muito bonito, velho. Acho que dos Arcontes mais legal que tá assim é ela.
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little...
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what
Ela é
excites me even more
uma
than the
ficho.
obvious truth before our eyes
Ela tem uma personalidade da Ficho.
facing.
Tô reparando que ela tem uma personalidade da Ficho.
That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time. Then there's no problem at all. You know, the traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Lenny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed. Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case? Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the... The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case
Esse
this
olho dela
big
ficou
shot
legal demais,
Outlander
né?
can build in such a short amount of time.
A habilidade que tem no olho dela ficou legal. O cabelo dela já é bonito. O figurino dela também é bonito.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
Eu sei que você já declarou que me interferir, mas agora somos nós falando. E você que eu poderia ser um assassino. Não.
Good to hear.
Que
Thank
bom.
you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at
Eu
this
acho que
point.
alguém armou pra
But
ele.
if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries.
Ou ele
Such that
armou
all that's
também.
left, I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Sim, é muito estranho, mas não há como negar que ocorreu.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Vai, Paimon.
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now, but with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it.
Tô na cast ainda.
We should go
Cara, foi de F mesmo.
Cara, foi de F.
We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you
E,
can go
e ele
investigate the
tomou a
stage
culpa,
and the
porque
seating
tava tendo um
areas.
desaparecimento aí. Me importunho.
Let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon
O
is...
cara foi de óbito mesmo.
Paimon tá diferente.
Tá querendo investigar.
Officer, how's the investigation going?
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cal.
Olha lá, olha o desenho do corpo lá.
He was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as
deve
well as
ser,
assisting
velho.
with the show
Com
and keeping the
certeza.
crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank
Certeza.
suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere
E
accident.
cadê a garota? Ela sumiu, né?
If anything, the more logical
Ela sumiu,
explanation
até
is that the
teve
whole
um
incident was intentionally
desaparecimento
planned,
e um
and Lee is the
assassinato.
most likely person to have access
Aí
to
culpou o menino.
Na live do Genshin
Eu
mostrava
lembro
que a Lynette tava nessa caixa de água.
Ah, sim, tava.
Será
Ela
que ela tá
tava.
envolvida nisso?
Não tá não. Pode ser também, mas ela não tava não, porque é tipo quem tá nessa caixa aí, que a caixa que caiu em cima da caixa, tava o Lich, né? Aí ele apareceu na outra caixa. E o acompanhante que tava com a máscara morreu. E a menina que ia aparecer na caixa, ela desapareceu. Aí ele assassinou o parceiro de equipe de elite. Entendeu? Teve o assassinato do companheiro dele, entendeu? É companheiro dele do show, companheiro do show, né? Que apresentava o show. Ele usava máscara, ele foi morto, entendeu? E a mulher tinha aparecido na caixa. E ela não apareceu, ela sumiu. Teve o desaparecimento e o assassinato. Na verdade.
Coitado, teve tão pouco tempo de tela, rosto deprimido.
É mesmo. Na verdade, explicamos.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but...
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
Mas isso não sempre é verdade.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just, anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be...
Não, ganhar um livrinho agora. Você pode usar o registro dos casos para confirmar evidências atuais.
Zong, mas não tenho gemas.
É foda. Eu já tô no garantido. Eu tô juntando umas moedas desde um tempão já, sabe? Tô com 135 tiros. Eu acho que 135.
Pensei que o Zong demoraria mais pra vir.
Aham. Cara, eu acho que eu vou deixar essa quest pra depois. Olha, a missão é bloqueada para multiplayer. Eu quero sair daqui, velho. Quero andar o mundo. Ver quantas horas de live já fiz. Quantas horas de live já fiz? Tô com 2 horas e 45, velho. Eu vou explorar o mundo um pouquinho. 2 horas e 45, vou voltar pra 3 horas. Ah, velho, tem que fazer essa missão. Não posso sair daqui não. Ai, que beleza.
Libera aí o multiplayer pra explorar junto.
Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that...
The thud?
Você tá preso aí até desvendar o caso.
É, eu vi isso agora. Quero explorar o mundo, pelo amor de Deus.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now...
That makes sense. So, what do you...
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true. I suppose I must...
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Durante a apresentação. Ah, nós ouvimos um barulho mesmo na apresentação. Na apresentação dele, tava entrando no túnel, na caixa, veio um barulho. Vou ali pra fora. Posso sair aqui? Não posso.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it...
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Esse personagem é bonito também, né?
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to
Os
meet you.
personagens é bem bonito. As roupas deles, né?
And I'm Melus, Demoiselle's various...
Huh? Boss?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to
É,
use
o
that
agiota.
instead.
Agiota asterístico.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina...
All merely
Música
trifling
linda.
details.
É.
Now, back to the situation at hand. That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now! But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition. Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins
Esses
the moment someone
acessórios da
let us charges.
Paimon.
And, of course,
É.
there was no way Farina was going to back down in
É
that
uma
situation.
investigadora.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her. All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Agora é a hora de você responder a minha.
Wait a minute! Did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Well?
And why would that be? See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, and if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You pass now. I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Voltei. Tinha um intruso aqui. Um gato entrando aqui. Gato manso.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant.
That's more like it.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's
Whoever the murderer was, why would it be him? We all heard that noise, didn't we? We all heard... Why would it...
Paris está bem representada em Fontaine.
Eu ia investigar aqui.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorney. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict... So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on. I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone we Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info.
É o certo colocar primeiro aí, depois ligar. Ele vai desligar automaticamente. Ele vai desligar automaticamente.
nada que quero fazer.
Tô com fome.
Ué, a carta tá lá.
Tá bom, vou terminar aqui. Vou ter de fechar a live, gente. Tem que mexer numa carne ali pra almoçar. Eu vou ter que fechar a live, mas eu vou terminar essa request aqui.
Ok.
Mas eu vou terminar aqui primeiro.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler? Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with... Wait!
Daqui umas 2 horas acaba kkk.
Tá doido. Eu vou ter de parar. Terminar aqui, vou ter de parar e depois ele continua aí. O problema é que eu queria fazer live do Torrens antes, né? Porque eu quero fazer exploração lá.
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troupe members are currently considered The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we... Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Deus me livre. Eu não gosto daquela voz da Paimon. Não é principalmente inglês também, eu não gosto também não. Mas no japonês.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
E fora a gemeição que dá paz.
The Magic Troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearance.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Aí, isso aí desapareceu. Ela ia aparecer na caixa, acabando desapareceu. É uma pintora famosa. Então eu tô pegando os famosos. Falou que não tinha relação nenhuma com os bichos, com os caras. Beleza. Falta só isso aqui. cara foi de F e uma desaparecida. Só com esse guarda agora aqui.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after.
Among e assim descubra quem é o assassino.
Ai.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? Do you think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
Ela foi excluída aleatoriamente, então... Agora... que tá o problema?
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every... I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our...
Let's just see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Even though it's...
Relógio, a máquina puxou aleatoriamente a pessoa, né?
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how...
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
Aí, galera, eu acho que deu 3 horas de live. Eu ver se dá pra encerrar aqui.
You may spare the pleasantries.
Tá bem, pra
I'm just
encerrar
doing my
aqui.
job.
Mas antes eu deixo...
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navi.
Uma hora de investigação e uma hora de julgamento.
Tá louco.
And these are my companions.
Eu vou encerrar
Would you mind
aqui.
if they join as well?
Né?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything,
Xbox.
you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't...
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using...
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face it.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the...
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Eu estava em armazenamento.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a... Could we have a look around? I think...
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Caraca, velho. É muita coisa. Deixa eu ligar a escada.
What's this?
Acho que é isso.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Um gancho que tinha caído no chão.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there...
Oh! Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear? And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this...
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Tem muita coisa pra investigar aqui, viu?
These are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right. And do you really
Amor,
need to
coloca
do
água pra
that
pintar lá?
if you're kidnapping them?
Num copo mesmo?
É, um copo. Copo que faz café.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective.
Beleza. Aqui já fui tudo já. Nossa, é muita coisa pra investigar, velho. Tá doido. Não, tem uma tubulação de ar. Com certeza. Até pra algum canto. Último.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had...
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Beleza.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Vamos embora, né?
Let's head back up.
É o certo é entrar e ver onde iria esse lugar? É?
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
Ai.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
The plot thickens. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Lenny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence.
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides. That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened anyway.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns...
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neverlet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a...
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, no.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take... what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweet...
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all. Just kidding! Paimon will still do her best.
Hmm? What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks.
Huh?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Estou de volta.
To meet the Demoiselle's baking needs whenever
O
the
pior que
fancy
dessa
strikes
história aqui, eu tô querendo terminar aqui pra eu fazer uma carninha ali para o almoço, velho.
Pensei que já ia encerrar, então sai.
Eu tô só esperando, tentando encerrar essa parte aqui, entendeu? Pra eu sair pro lado de fora. Eu acho que não sai pro lado de fora, não. É o jeito de encerrar isso aqui. Eu tenho que encerrar isso aqui e aí, senão vai pegar no meio, aí fica sem saber onde procurar na live depois, né?
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two.
Eu falo que o amigo meu aí falou que uma hora pra
Awesome snacks soon enough.
cada parte. Eu quero chegar na parte que eu vou defender o cara. Nós estamos investigando. Quando eu for defender, eu vou encerrar a live, entendeu? Não tem nada a ver, eu vou pular tudo. Não, pula. Isso não quero nem coisa que não tem nada a ver.
Don't underestimate beating egg weights, by the way. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's
only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head.
Aprendeu uma nova receita?
Tea is ready to be served as well. There's
Obrigado.
no need for concern. I'm merely doing as...
Aqui eu pulei rápido porque não tem nada a ver com o que tá falando.
Down
Ela
to
acho que vai
business.
falar.
As Paimon mentioned previous, however, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of... But the only people left to consider are both technically victims. Whether it's the missing girl...
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder...
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troops.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3! On it!
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to... Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Então, você comeu aqueles...
Wait! Even you don't believe Paimon? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons...
Oh, Malus, set up the stove again, if you would.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course?
Exactly!
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the...
Well, this really is your...
Fala sério, velho. Paimon dá trabalho, velho. Paimon dá trabalho, só quer comer essa desgrama. Tô odiando essa Paimon já, velho.
Deixa ela.
Tentei finalizar o cara batendo.
Mas ele ia cair lá, sabe? Vai finalizar pra tu.
Sei.
I don't know. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied.
Alright, thanks for your help.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Beleza, o livrinho já tá com.
Time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial.
Ó, espera o julgamento. Agora sim, vou encerrar a live.
There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare.
Vou encerrar a live por aqui.
Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Que dá pra sair? Dá não. Tá, eu tô preso daqui. Aí eu vou encerrar a live aqui, que espera até o dia do julgamento. Que agora vai ser... Eu vou ter de apresentar com um advogado mesmo agora.
Vai fazer outra aqui ainda hoje?
Então, o problema é isso, tá querendo fazer Torne Funds, entendeu? Eu jogar Torne Funds lá pra que eu tenho de fazer exploração. Eu queria fazer uma de exploração, uma live de exploração e outra fazendo live de finalizando a cache lá também. Mas eu vou deixar fazer a cache do Genshin à noite e fazer exploração hoje à tarde aí, né? Mais tarde aí, fazer a live de Torne Funds e à noite eu deixar pro Genshin fazer cache. Pra terminar a cache do Genshin aqui, pra ter exploração logo de uma vez logo, né? Valeu aí, Mito, ter participado da live aí. Obrigado a todos que ficaram até aqui. Inscreva no canal, deixa aquele like maroto, né? Que ajuda demais. Valeu, falou, é nóis. Fui, até mais. Obrigadão a todos aí, viu? Fui.